Welcome back, TOT Star Wars boys are here in full effect. Happy May 4th, round of applause. It's a national holiday. May the 4th be with you. It's not May 4th for you guys, but it's May 4th for us recording right now. Today, we're going to be doing another draft, 2-round draft. We are drafting ideal gift with purchase in our personal opinions. Let's get it.
All right. Let's get the order.
Wheel of Death. Boys, happy fucking May 4th. Come on.
May 4th, baby!
I'm first.
Oh,
No one's touching either.
I need.
So it's completely.
I
okay.
need one of mine. Really
Whoa! Look at.
I learned how to do that on Austin's charity stream yesterday.
Stone, your second pick. Stone, your second.
I'm second. Oh, fun!
Rob's third.
Bro, why has this been happening to me?
What?
This has been happening to me recently. I was first like 3 drafts in a row, and now I've been last for the last 2 drafts.
What the hell? Why does everyone get it but me?
Rob can't afford it. You can't afford it.
Rob just losing aura. Rob losing aura. Like,
all right, Stone. I feel like this is your pick that we mentioned on stream that night, but
Go for it.
I'm gonna go Watto's Workshop.
ooh.
Yeah, that is one on my list. Actually,
I really like that.
I
I actually really like that.
Chance coin.
I'm a big fan of that pick.
Yeah,
it's just not an exclusive pick. They already have Watto.
I don't. That's fine with me. I think it would be.
It wasn't
You can make a new
fine with me.
mold.
That's why I was on honorable mention.
Huh?
Could make it a new
I wanted
mold.
to do
though.
exclusive.
Fair. I understand that. But I just had Watto, Anakin, young Padme, and Qui-Gon.
That's a big GWP right there.
Bro, what?
That's
I
a
don't think
big GWP
I mean,
there.
if you wanted to axe one of them, you could axe, or if you wanted to
I think
axe,
You're
we
not
have
gonna put Anakin's
to
mom in
I
there?
gotta put a limit
Never
on
gotten
pigs on it.
I mean,
A
we could
limit
put
You ever
to-
gotten Anakin's mom?
yeah, okay, fine. We could just do Watto.
Scrooge.
What you saying now?
We could do Watto, young Anakin, and Shmi. That works. That's fine.
I needed Schmid in there.
Yeah, that's
fine.
the exclusive. Like that's the one that's the scale tipper fig.
I just realized one of my picks has 3 different figs in it, so we'll keep that rule.
Mine has 3 different figs in it. Yeah,
All right,
100%.
but we like that one. I didn't butcher the first pick.
What do
No.
you like? Are you going with like a Lars Kitchen Homestead type of build? Like what? Like how are you gonna make
Yeah.
this build look clean?
Like I think you do the little like workbench bar kind of thing in there. You have like Watto and them standing there. You have tools in the back. I don't think it needs to be super
Some
expensive.
junk piles or
Yeah.
no?
Nothing too just behind that, like nothing too extensive. Honestly, like similar to like that Mandalorian forge set we saw in years past, just descaled. It's that kind of vibe. But
Wait, what fig? Sorry, I blanked. What figs you go with again?
Watto, young Anakin, and Shmi.
In Shmi? I would replace Shmi with like a half-built C3PO.
It's not a bad idea. I was just
Like an exclusive C3PO.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they've never made like a really detailed like broken down C3PO with like dual molded legs and like looking.
yeah. I just
As
feel
far
like
as I know.
also-
silver and like uncased.
yeah, it would be cool. It would be cool, no doubt.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in between like 4 of them right now. One of them I just know you'll never say, so I'm gonna go. Everyone thinks I'm an Andor hater, but I'm gonna go Luthen's Antique Showroom. Give me like a Luthen fig and a Mon Mothma.
It's another good one right there.
I don't really care about the figs.
Dude, Rob's bricked.
The figs would be great in
That's
this.
a
Also, from the give me a Krennic too. Sorry if that's a spoiler. He ends up going in the showroom at one point, but I want him in there as well for my 3rd fig. And I just think that build would be sick because they have like a Jedi Temple guard mask in there at one point showing in the background. Like you could just get a lot of unique, cool.
What section of the room would you want though? Because I feel like you couldn't do the whole thing.
Probably
Like,
the
just
showroom.
like
You
a
could
entrance
do the showroom
Yeah,
with,
like
4
like a
benches
wall.
and
You could do like a
then
wall,
one
like a
bench
Lars
and then the wall.
Homestead, where it's like that, and it's just like
exactly. And it would have like a couple pieces on display.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just
That'd be
topical, you
fire.
know. Like if they released that with this coming out of Andor, like it would have worked in my opinion. I think if there was to be another season of Andor, it's just not. This would go great.
That's great because the exclusive pieces, like you could have like the Star Killer mask, or you could put like the Plo Koon breather. Like there's stuff you could put on the wall. You could also maybe build it out a little bit more so with the black border with like just 4 benches, then the long bench, then the wall. So it doesn't have to just be like the wall with the L. You could kind of put some depth to it too, and it wouldn't be that many pieces. It probably could still be under I don't know, 250 pieces.
And like the designer also has the liberty to put like a unique piece in there that wasn't even actually in a scene. Like it's a Lego set. Like use your imagination. Like you could put a gold C-3PO head in there if you wanted to, just like as a joke.
Yeah, like Easter eggs.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was thinking you do it like a half circle, and you just have like a wall around the back, and then you have all like 4 different like kind of things in front. That was my thought process. But
That
great,
when
great pick.
like as a one off on that though, what I've been noticing in the new season of Andor and in the old season, anytime a ship or a speeder pulls up to Luthen's shop, it's so sick. We just need one of those in Lego, really bad.
I think that would. I'm not a big investor with like Lego at all, but I think like that's one like a lot of people, because I don't see them ever making a set on that now. So
Like the
I think
Coruscant
that's
ships are just or speeders are just so clean.
yeah. I agree.
Oh my god.
All right, so it made it to me. So I'm gonna take what I thought Stone was gonna go with, because we were talking about this recently. This exclusive, it's a polybag exclusive fig. What if we got a Fode and bead?
Yeah, that was I had. But this is where you fucked up, dude. I said Fode and Bead. I didn't do it because Matt just went episode 1. By the way, that was my 101. I had Fode and Bead, pod racing announcer room, and throw in a bed Quadraneros as well, complaining about his engine getting fucked up after the race.
Like, yeah, that's why I was scared to, and I ultimately may do it, but I was scared to go polybag because it's like you could just throw it in a build. Like I was gonna, I'll
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is I'm trying to look at it from a realistic Lego standpoint. How Lego does these things, like,
well, there's all right.
I don't think they would ever, if they were good to give us that sick of a fig, I think they'd just do it solo.
But this is stuff they never make, Rob. You're not using your imagination. Do the best thing.
I get it, but I'm using my imagination in the minds of Lego, like following the guidelines of what we normally get. Because you could, if we were just using our imagination, be like, oh, a UCS set comes with it.
So you wouldn't want a pod racing a room is a fine thing. It's like you could do that in less than 100 pieces, no problem. And you can do it with reused pieces on sets that didn't sell.
I'm looking up right now what the room looks like, and then like,
well, you don't even need to do a room. You could even just do like a little announcer's table. At that point, though, if it's that small of a build, I kind of get what you're saying. Just do polybag.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great.
Bro doesn't know their real name. That's their nickname, Foden Bead, bro. Their real name's different.
It's like the mashed together.
Yeah, I didn't know how to pronounce it. That's why I didn't write it down either.
Yeah, that's why I just went with Foden Bead. I didn't even know Foden Bead off top head. I had to look that up.
I was like, I'll just go with Foden Bead off this.
Oh, you guys ready for me to shut this shit down?
You got it back to back too.
I do have to go back to back. So I wanted something. I'm painting the whole picture. So this is going to be a Clone Wars set. 2027 is the set that's coming out, and it's a 25 year anniversary to the 2D Clone Wars. So initially, I wanted to just put this fig in a poly bag, but then I kind of thought about it with the actual scene that it's involved in, and it could really be made with, honestly, like Stone said, less than 100 pieces, and there would be rare, valuable printed pieces in there. Does anybody have any clue what I'm going to say?
Yeah, you're going to say the guy with the arms that like stretch out. I don't know his name. The Knight.
No, but a great
Volith Mon, then. That's the only one I can think of. The wolf guy.
I am going to take Anakin's in the cave painting scene with the slugs in the two Clone Wars, where he's shirtless and he has the blue lines up all across off his chest and across.
And he has the long mullet, too. You have a whole new hairpiece.
He has the long Jedi mullet, and he has the silver hand. No glove on that.
Yeah, what I would do though that's different though is if you're doing a scene, why not add Asajj and
no, because they're not in that scene.
That's Yavin 4 that he fights Asajj.
This is like where he goes on his own.
I'm saying it's the same Anakin though. It's the same Anakin.
No, it's not. He doesn't have the.
At the end, he's shirtless. Yeah, he is.
Rob.
That's when he destroys. That's when he frees the people from the tanks that they're in, and they're doing the experiments on the guys.
He is shirtless.
When he fights Asajj at the end, it's the same. It'd be the same minifig Anakin. That's what I'm saying.
He has the paint. I don't know about that.
The paint.
No, he doesn't have the fucking. He does not. There's a 0% chance he has the paint when he fights.
Him playing Asajj is not the last thing in that show.
He does not have the paint in that.
Or it's a show, not a movie. Rob calls it.
What a horrible call. What a horrible call.
But that's not the last thing in that show.
Think about this. So it's the wall of the cave, and it has you know how he like starts to envision himself turning into Darth Vader, and there's like the stuff on the cave and the slugs are that could be printed pieces or stickers if we needed it.
Okay, yeah, I lied. He's not shirtless.
Fact.
No shit. Not the end. He's shirtless in the end of it.
He still has some of the blue though with the silver out though.
Dude, he has a whole
Where's the
different
blue? Zoom
hairstyle.
in.
What are you talking about?
Where's the blue? And he has short hair.
On his arm, bruh.
Zoom in.
That's
the
not
glow of the lightsaber. That's the glow of his lightsaber.
I can't wait for the comments to just expose this casual. He's probably watched Duty. Clone Wars one time. He probably didn't pay attention. He's probably vacuuming while watching it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in so long. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Wanted to call me out so bad. Sometimes you got to just pick your battles. That was a tough.
Some kids just fall asleep to greatness. Some kids just fall asleep to Animal Planet.
Imagine the full and Stone sees my vision. Imagine the full mullet with the blue paint and the gold hand, and then you have the printed pieces in the background of him turning into Darth Vader, like the whole scene. No brainer. That would be the 25th anniversary of the 2D Clone Wars, so you could put that with the Clone Wars set. And if you're not a lot of pieces,
when he like screams, right?
Yeah, not a lot of dude because he's hurt. There, he gets like high. Whatever. If you guys haven't seen the 2D Clone Wars, people watching, go watch the 2D Clone Wars. So that's my first pick. Now,
not even on my list.
My second, I like that though.
That's such a good pick.
I like that. That's not on the list.
Not even on my list.
My second pick, I kind of bounced around ways that I wanted them to do this in a scene. The initial idea for the Anakin I wanted was the poly bag, but I was like, okay, it's only a wall with pieces. Like it's not that complicated to turn it into like a scene. I'll just do Mara Jade poly bag. I want that on my graphic. I want that on my list. I don't know where to put her. Obviously, there's scenes from Heir of the Empire that I could put her in. We could put her in the forest. I could put her in Talon Card ship, like an interior of Talon Card ship. That just seems like me being dishonest with what it would be. So I'll put a poly bag on my list as well, and I'll just throw a Mara Jade poly bag in the mix. That's something that I just want an official Lego figure of. And this seems like the only way, unless she actually is in these future projects like she's said to have been, that we'd be able to get our hands on that. So I'm just going to go Mara Jade poly bag.
It's fair.
People are going to be really supportive. People are going to be really supportive of those two picks.
I think so.
I don't mind that.
Before I fully move off, I'm sorry. That Clone Wars Snail 2D Anakin pick legitimately might be the best pick of any draft we've ever done. I just want to throw that out
yourself. If you don't say so yourself.
I
Turned me for about 3 weeks saying my pick was good, and you just said it's the best pick ever.
If anybody in this call besides me said that, I would have been sucking so hard. I would have glazed unbelievably.
All right. Rob.
All right. After that self-glaze right there. This one, you guys are probably gonna call me crazy. I always gotta go with a little like what I'm feeling for a second pick. I'm just gonna go simpler. I want a little slice of the Anakin Padme marriage on Naboo.
That's not a horrible pick. That's a
I
cute
thought that'd get a way worse reaction than that.
It's a bad pick, but it's like an interesting like thought, I guess. I don't know why
just like a little with the fence in the background, they're standing there and like maybe some steps and
I don't know how the forced perspective would work though, because it wouldn't. The whole reason that's such a beautiful scene is the background. The palace is beautiful and people go visit it, but they visit it for the background. So I don't know how you would represent that in Lego.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm staying strong on it though.
Those would be two cool figs. I've always said I wanted an Anakin episode 2 like Tusken Raider, like that fit where he wears the big poncho. I've always said that. So and the only way to get it would be
Padme in a dress too.
We'll take that. Anytime we can get it, we'll take that.
Into whoever the
officiator
in the middle. Yeah,
I got a chick from Naboo. But yeah, that's a fine pick. I'm not gonna like on you for it. It's not your best.
Yeah. The first one was better, but it's still good. Don't get me wrong.
2D Anakin, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one, Rob. That was kind of an L pick, not gonna lie.
I knew no one was gonna take it, so
my turn?
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this one. This is gonna be my one of one. I was trying to look up the people's names, not gonna lie, like mid video of them be recording. Try to Reddit Robbie their names, couldn't find them out. But I'm trying to share my screen right now. I want this.
Whoa, what a sick pick.
I want this exact scene from episode 2 in like Geonosian. I only need 3 of the figs though. I want it to be a half table still with the separatist leaders. I want Wat Tambor.
Yep.
I want the Banker Clan guy.
Yep.
and I want the Geonosius. I don't want new Gunray.
Poggle the Lesser.
Poggle.
Yeah, I forget his name. I want those 3 guys and just a mini little build. So unrealistic. I know Watambor, all those guys are going to need to be polybag guys, but this is what they never do. And I'm taking it as much as I can from LEGO because they're greedy. I want this.
This is why
I wanted to go with the anniversary of Attack of the Clones.
This is why you're my guy. That's a
Great pick.
That's a
I want this so badly. Or give me Lot Dodd. He's like kind of like New Gunray, but he's different.
He's the other.
Yeah, he's looking funnier. So
the Jedi are taking over.
yeah, he's like the guy that's like the Jedi are taking over.
This is why you're my guy. That's a.
Give me him instead of the Geonosian guy because I think we might have actually already got him.
We have a Poggle.
Yeah, we have a Poggle.
Yeah.
Wow, what a pick.
No, very, very, very good pick.
But yeah, get that out of there.
What a pick.
No, that was like when we first thought of this video idea, it was on the top of my mind, like something similar to that. Like I was thinking I need a round table with like 4 figs that we
Watambor, dude, it would feed families.
When did you bring that up the other day? The malevolence? You've been talking about Watambor recently.
Dude, I've just always wanted a Watambor fig, and I've seen a custom that's like what LEGO would make, and I'm just like, dude, why haven't they done it yet? Like, I know he's not topical right now, but like, come on, dude, it's Watambor!
Dude, he's like shiny and good, and like it's. Yeah,
he's like a steampunk-esque, like, I don't know.
It fits your entire agenda still. It fits your
He's
entire.
look good in if you're a non-Star Wars fan, I'd even want that fig for like a sci-fi build or something like that. I don't know. I just think
and he would have the do I have a piece that represent kind of like these kind of legs? Like he would have like the sloped legs. And they'd be printed. They'd be hard.
No, very, very good pick. I mean, I'm last here, so I'll bring up the rear. I mean, I'm between 2. One of them I think would be a little bit too big if done how I would want to be a polybag, so I'm not gonna go with that. The one that I was talking about is the box. Like, give me a little cutout of the box.
Matt, you dog.
You could almost just do the tile of the floor, kind of thing, like the white, how it's like just white tiles.
Yeah, my thought was like it would basically be like it obviously would be too big to be like the trash compactor, but you take that and just like descale it to like basically be able to fit 3 figures without it looking crammed.
What 3?
And then you have Moraldo Eval, Obi-Wan as
Rocco Hardeen.
Yes, thank you. And
Rocco Hardeen.
and like Cad Bane probably.
You can have it like a build like this, where it's like flat in the wall, like the trash compactor, then have like little white steps coming up out them. You know how like they like walk up the steps off the wall? That's like, I think is that what you're kind of like visioning?
Yeah, basically something like that, just descaled. So you can basically get what it is. Maybe even laser coming out from the floor, fire, like one fire thing. Like
this was a heavyweight draft.
The other one that I was thinking about picking was the Gungan City Throne with Boss.
Are we moving to honorable mentions?
Yeah. Boss Nash was one of my honorable mentions. I'm glad you got that out of the way. That's a heater
that
thing.
Wasn't there a Boss Nass mold?
I don't know about that. I
made
couldn't think of any other figs exclusive to go with him.
They made a mold for him, and then they didn't release the set in 1999. I forget. I feel like I remember reading that in one of my visual dictionaries, but I don't.
They had a Watto bus they never released.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that was like 2000.
Yeah, they M&R just broke down like all the sets that weren't made.
I mean, Dex's Diner was one of my
acting like we don't get our information from the same source.
Dex's Diner with the waitress droid.
Yeah.
No, I can't find this OG mold thing. I thought I read that somewhere, but I don't know. Oh, maybe I'm just thinking of the complete saga.
Finn, I thought you were going to go Admiral Trench polybag when you said you might go polybag.
There was thoughts of me going. There was a lot.
Or Yariel Proof. Yaddle.
I was thinking that somewhat.
When you said 2D Clone Wars, I thought you were saying Vulif Mon, the wolf guy.
I wanted to do Jedi Dooku polybag, but
I wanted to do Masamada Senator.
Pretty good.
5 more, but
I figured there was maybe a way that I could do. I wanted to do something which no one took Dex's Diner, correct?
No.
Nah, everyone knows that's my dream, bro.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to do something that wasn't Dex's Diner, that was Underworld Coruscant, but I was just like, whatever. I'd rather have.
I think it's interesting to bring up how if they were still in the polybag era and the Jango Fett Slave 1 came out and they want to do something with Camino, I bet they would have given us a Clone 99 just in a polybag.
That would have been a fire pick right there. Clone 99 might have been the best polybag option.
Do you think that a Clone 99 polybag would have been better than this GWP?
I think Jocasta New with Yaddle in the library would be better than all of them.
What about
Pretty good
Oh,
set.
sorry. Keep going, Finn.
No, it's okay. It's good.
Did you have some?
No, I'm just thinking about that.
There was one I
had one. I had another possible one. I just didn't think it would be that good, and you wouldn't really. Maybe you would get good figures, similar to how Stones is in the library. But the Holocron room from Holocron Heist, I think I mentioned that on something.
That'd be a sick build.
Big Clone Wars arc build guy.
Yeah.
Oh, what about a George Lucas polybag?
Thought about it. Didn't I?
Commander Stone?
Here's the thing, Rob, with the George Lucas polybag.
Polybag?
I figured that I know it's dream sets and it's like what they wouldn't make, but if they didn't put it in the logo, they're not going to put it in anything. So I just bailed.
They can't use George Lucas's likeness. I don't think like that. I don't think they.
I'm sure if they reached it, they couldn't do it without asking him, but I'm sure they could work it out.
You'd say "F off."
Maybe, but yeah,
he's like Luke Skywalker episode 8 or 9. I forget which one.
Well, probably a couple other ones I wanted. I thought this would be interesting for an Empire Strikes Back anniversary is the cave with Darth Vader and Luke, the Vision Cave. And then having his helmet be able to be removed with Luke's face on the helmet, under the helmet. I thought that'd be cool.
I thought Rob was going to go with the Visions route and say a couple of Visions characters that would probably never be made in Lego.
I don't know how they'd look as minifigs though. So like that's why I stayed away from that. Just because of that.
I also wanted to do a. I didn't know how to go about doing it, and I knew if I had picked this, it wouldn't have been true to what I want. I want the Mara Jade polybag, but I knew the people would have loved this more. I wanted to do something with the father, son, daughter, or just get like
like a Mortis, like
the father polybag, or like something like that.
If
I knew
that would have probably won.
Right. If you did Anakin holding the son and the daughter, like with the Force, that would be like you could do. There's a way.
I thought you were gonna do a lightsaber hilt.
That is a whole nother thing that I was going to do. I could have sat here and named lightsaber hilts all day. Here's some lightsaber hilts that I'd love to have in Lego. Ezra's second lightsaber, Cal's lightsaber.
5 years later.
Darth Malgus with the big emitter like spears. That'd be sweet. And then obviously Star Killer. Let's get a Star Killer and a Darth Vader. I can sit here and name lightsabers all fucking day. You
might just have to get into studio and start making them yourself.
I'll try. I think
I kind of already made there's already mocks of them that are like really good.
There's ones that are far better than anything that I'd ever come up with.
Yeah, it'd be tough to just beat.
That is true, but
in my opinion, like what we would want is like put the Ghost out, UCS Ghost, and then Ezra's second lightsaber polybag. Call it a day.
Rob, why didn't you say fucking what's the guy from no one said Bidu, but I should put Bidu in that. He's not in the scene though. I thought you were gonna say the little guy from Garson from the Clone Wars, the mini guy with like the droids and shit.
I know.
Yeah, that guy's.
We must complete the mission.
I just bought another one because I broke my first one.
Shout out Hero Brooks. All right, Matt, take us out.
All right, boys. Well, if you have any other ideas that we didn't mention, leave them in the comments per usual. But like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow for a stream, 8:30. See you then, and peace.
Ooh.